Brown, President of the School for Advanced Research in Santa Fe, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to this event celebrating 3 years of creative thought. Before beginning, I'd like to thank those who made tonight's event possible. First, our committed and generous board of directors who've put up a challenge tonight of $50,000. Our goal is to meet and exceed that challenge. Members of SAR's Founders Society who've committed $5,000 per year for 5 years when we launched the Creative Thought Forum just 3 years ago. That generosity made the Creative Thought Forum possible. Our featured guests who generously gave of their time to be with you tonight and to offer testimonials in support of SAR's programming. Our hardworking staff who are doing all the work behind the scenes to bring this event and many others to you while you stay safely at home. Finally, our event sponsors and the Creative Thought Forum's program sponsors, whose names are displayed here. We're gathering tonight to honor creativity, thought, and community, and to celebrate the first 3 years of the Creative Thought Forum at SAR. We're bringing to you an exciting lineup of people who will describe the impact SAR has had on their work, on our community, and beyond. It's through the generous support of people like you that we can come together to discuss issues of broad public concern and have meaningful conversations about topics as wide-ranging as the archaeology of the Southwest, the exploration of a long-hidden metropolis in the Honduran rainforest, and the challenges of language preservation among Ojibwe people in Minnesota, and much, much more. Now, more than ever, the perspectives of scholars and American Indian artists matter. We thank you for joining with us tonight as we honor these talented thinkers and artists. We'll now hear from some of the most notable scholars, writers, and Native American artists who've benefited from the programs that we offer at SAR.
SAR remains unique, and it remains unique because it's a particular crossroads. It's a crossroads for creative work in art, for creative work about art and anthropology, and a place that brings that together in a very, very distinctive regional space, a space where Native American history is so powerfully part of our lives here in New Mexico. SAR has a different and a much more engaged relationship to the community that it's situated in. SAR has a different and much more engaged and unique relationship to the indigenous community that we are part of by where we are located and what the school's intellectual history is, both with the material culture and the Indian Arts Research Center and the expanded outreach to really make this a place where Native American researchers as well as artists have a home alongside other kinds of people who are doing intellectual inquiry. And when you throw into that mix the art part, the part that really is a wild card, the way that it can shake things up, and the way it sort of challenges researchers to be more creative and to put their work in the context of all of the forms of creativity, all the forms of human invention that are ongoing and the ways that those are powerfully related to solving problems in the contemporary world, and powerfully related to talking to and across and, healing all kinds of differences.
I got involved in a collaborative research effort with a nutritional chemist at the Hershey Company. He called me and he said, "You need to sit down." So I sat down and he said, "The results are positive on 3 of the samples, and one of them is the best match he had ever seen for cacao." So it was incredibly exciting.
Hi, this is Doug Preston, and I'm a longtime admirer and friend of the School for Advanced Research. I'm a member of the advisory board, and I previously served on the board of trustees. In my professional life, I'm also the author of 35 books, both fiction and nonfiction, and I write about archaeology and anthropology for the New Yorker and other magazines. SAR is one of the oldest and most significant institutions in Santa Fe, with a remarkable and, to me, quite fascinating history going back over a century. But the reach of SAR is worldwide, with an outstanding reputation across the globe for high-level scholarship and research in the anthropological sciences and Indian arts. In my view, SAR's role in the world is needed now more than ever. SAR essentially does 2 things. First, it documents, explores, and celebrates the incredible diversity and beauty of human cultures across the globe at a time when indigenous languages and cultures are more threatened than ever. And it provides crucial and sometimes life-changing support for contemporary Native American artists who come to SAR to study and work and consult with SAR's peerless and amazing collection of historic Indian pottery, rugs, jewelry, and paintings. For 30 years, I have supported this extraordinary institution, which is doing such transformative work in the world today, and I hope you will join me. Thank you.
How miigwech, hanimaji tang niwi ojibwe majines mietigo winda munugog miigwech in enemigwan ba jayan minuagoda mad uyan bangi hinendaman dawajke hischige yangiban nawajde kenemindwango anishanabeg minuada na naga de wendamang dawajke hischigeng nigan weweni sanada de minonisido tadian minuada bimad sibanagak anishanabi in wewedan hischigewunan ge Ninda Shween Wagosh, Indigu Minua, Migizi and Dodem, Wasawadio, Ishkonigan, Wayne Jabayan, Gazagasquaji Mekag, Minua Niminwenda Mapaji Wabu Minagug. English too? All right. They asked me to come share with you tonight. They didn't say anything at all about using a foreign language like English.
This Latino initiative has such amazing promise to put the SAR really at the center of conversations about Latino heritage and history and culture, which is fluid and constantly changing, which is one of the themes of the talk today. Here in New Mexico, but also in the larger context of the United States and really the Western Hemisphere.
Well, first I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Estella Loretto, and I'm from the Pueblo of Jemez. And in 2001, I was the King Fellow at the SAR, and I was the first sculptor to have been awarded this fellowship. So I was very honored, and I started there, had just moved in, and 9/11 happened. SAR gave me the freedom to go back home to be with my people in Jemez Pueblo. Because I had that time and I wasn't at the School of American Research, I spent a lot of time in the Pueblo talking to some of the relatives who had gone and hearing their stories. And I was just very honored that they were taking the time to talk with me. And so in their honor as well. And also just to, you know, we're only here on Mother Earth so long. And I'm a sculptor and I can do work now. We're not all going to be here. So I think that the things that we choose to do and the messages that we create to do beauty for Mother Earth, to hopefully help inspire that we need to love one another and respect each other, our differences, and walk on her gently with integrity and love.
Names have always inspired me. The more, I'm aware of people's traditional names, they always have a connection to culture, to language, to a ritual, ceremony, or place. But it all takes you to that place. My grandfather's passed, but he's been a subject matter of mine before, and I feel as though he explains this project to a T. So by having these pieces finished, I'll be able to talk to other cultures, and my big dream is to have it pertain to a great many indigenous people, and how our connection to place is very important, and it's in our culture, and it's in our blood, it's in our lineage, the place that we came from. With this project here at the SAR, I need to express how important native lands are. And it's not just so we have more room to roam, it's actually a respect for the earth. It's a respect so embedded in us that it is a part of us.
And so it's very important that we have this place to have thoughts and ideas by looking at the collections. And then eventually I was selected as the Dubin Fellow, and that was in 1994, I believe. And so I spent the summer here looking at the collection, and then I also worked on my pottery because I was preparing for Indian Market that August. And so in the process of it, I was able to go into the collection and examine pieces and get influenced by just the alive pieces that were there, not only from my own village, but all the other villages, and including even the jewelry pieces and the Navajo rugs and the paintings. And to me, that represented this valuable bank of information, not only in the physical object, but the intent that these pieces were made from. Because someone's energy, someone's heart, someone's intention, someone's breath went into making all of that. So for me, they felt and they are real. Being here has just been so joyful, and my long-term relationship with the school is even just being here today, I'm so excited to be here. It's fun. It just brings back the memory of being here, and then being thankful for being a part of such an organization, because we as artists also bring our talent, we bring our ancestry, our history, our knowledge, and we are the holders of knowledge in our communities. So we're the equivalent of anthropologists and other scientists who are PhDs in their specialty, and that's what we bring with us. So I'm very honored and enjoy being here and happy to be here.
And I want to thank SAR for this opportunity, which is a life-changing one. So thank you.
I'm tremendously proud of SAR and its 3 years of creative thought. You know, one of the things that SAR does that's remarkable is focusing on cutting edge research. And then one of the things very important to me that I've enjoyed in my visits, and I know many of the public understand and know this, is Native American arts and artists. They really help them out. And I've enjoyed visiting with many of them. And then finally, I just want to say, you play such a great role in terms of public education and keeping us informed. Congratulations on all the great things that you do.
Now I'd like to introduce my old friend and SAR Advisory Board member, Wesley Cowan. Wes is an archaeologist, an auctioneer, and appraiser of antiques. He's the founder and principal auctioneer of Cowan's Auctions, a Hindman company. Well known to many of you for his work on Antiques Roadshow and the History Detectives. He'll be our MC this evening, and I'm looking forward to seeing his auctioneering skill put to good use.
Hey everybody, greetings from via Zoom of money for the SAR. So let's do it again this evening, though virtually this time. And remember, every dollar you donate to SAR is tax deductible. So open those purses and wallets. You know, through its entire 113-year history, SAR has been on the forefront of promoting creative thought and innovative work in the social sciences and the support of Native American artists. Since its founding, the SAR has looked to its members for leadership and participation in helping to move its mission forward. Now more than ever, your support is vital to our continued success. Like every other cultural institution during this pandemic, SAR is finding new ways of reaching out to our membership. In fact, since March, we've held 10 online salons that have broadened our audience and provided members with thought-provoking lectures by important scholars. Over 300 participants signed up for our last lecture discussing the historical role of women in the development of the Southwest. To put it mildly, our salons have been a smashing hit. One online participant expressed the sentiment, SAR has been a lifeline for me during the pandemic. Keep the great lectures coming. As we physically distance, we're expanding our audiences through online programming that engage and inspire through thought-provoking, high quality and relevant content. Over the past few months, we've been able to bring you such notable speakers as Tom Malone from MIT, speaking on superminds and the power of people and computers thinking together, and Glenn Shepard, an ethnobotanist and anthropologist, talking about the Kayapo tribe of Brazil and the use of the warrior image in film. We need your support today to continue this important work so that we can connect virtually and bring our diverse communities together locally, nationally, and internationally. As Michael said earlier, now more than ever, the perspectives of scholars and Native American artists matter, and you can make a difference to help SAR continue our valuable programs. Now, let me explain how everything's going to work this evening. Tonight's fundraiser has actually two live components. The first is what's called a paddle raise. Here I'm going to ask you for donations in fixed increments proceeding from a high of $10,000 to as low as $25. The second part of the evening, and where things can get really fun, will be a special live auction for an amazing opportunity, a glamping trip to Chaco Canyon National Monument. Keep in mind that everything will occur on the handbid page, which you should already be seeing on your screen. If you're watching from the handbid event page, you can stay right here and we'll bring the party to you. Below the screen, you'll see the different auction and fund a cause items we'll be offering throughout this evening. You can also see the bids that have been placed for each item. Keep in mind that we're broadcasting live, but there might be a bit of delay between the video and what you see on your screen. Never fear though, I'll try not to miss your bid. Donating is easy. You'll see the fund a cause offers on your screen, and when I ask for a donation, simply press the green button that says donate now, and that amount will be placed into your cart. At the end of the event, you can either pay your invoice online or pledge your support and pay later. Just like the donations, bidding on the glamping trip is also easy. When we begin the auction of that, you can bid by pressing the green Bid Now button. You won't see the donate button. It's now Bid Now. So it's a live auction. You'll be participating virtually live. You can also increase your bid at any time using the green plus sign on the right side of the dollar amount. So good luck. Lastly, please stay with us until the end of the event to be eligible to win one of our 4 door prizes, a tasting for 4 people at Gruet Winery in Santa Fe. And remember, you must be present to win. We'll close the silent auction at 7 o'clock. So anytime during this time of the paddle bid and the live event, you can also bid on those items too. Okay, let's start the paddle race portion. Remember here, you're donating at a set amount that I'll be asking from you. Keep in mind that all donations, no matter how large or small, are important. So let's start here with $10,000. Let's start with $10,000. I have a $10,000 bid, and let's ask for another $10,000. Let's ask for another $10,000. I do not see, there it is. There we go, now I see it. There's that 5-second delay. And 10,000, is there another $10,000 bid? Remember, with this level of donation, you'll be supporting our annual President's Lecture that will help present one of the leading thinkers of our time. Over the past several years, we've hosted a number of notable speakers, such as Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Elizabeth Kolbert, talking about the 6th extinction and the existential impact of climate change on our planet. And Nicholas Carr, speaking on his book, The Shallows, and how the internet is having an impact on our brains and the way we think. Your support tonight will help us continue to bring these sorts of thought leaders to Santa Fe and, of course, virtually internationally. You'll also be recognized at this level within our Founders Society. Members of the Founders Society support SAR's position as a national leader in generating cutting-edge work in the social sciences and native arts program through our Creative Thought program. Founders Society members are also invited to participate in private luncheons, dinners, receptions, and other exclusive events throughout the year. Now listen to this. Donors tonight will also be invited to participate in a virtual, exclusive virtual, or if it's safe, in-person discussion with Douglas Preston about his recent expeditions. Doug is a longtime friend, as you saw in the intro video, of SAR. He's currently on our advisory board, and he's a New York Times best-selling author of The Lost City of the Monkey God. With this level of donation, you'll support the Creative Thought Forum series for 1 year. And other $10,000. I've got one $10,000 bid. Now, in addition, donors will also be invited, if you want, to a exclusive book talk in person, or if it's safe, in person, with renowned author Hampton Sides to discuss one of his works, including his most recent work on Desperate Ground, the epic story of the Chosin Reservoir, the greatest battle of the Korean War, or my personal favorite of Hampton's books, Blood and Thunder, the epic story of Kit Carson and the conquest of the American West. And 10,000. You know what? I think that I missed our $5,000 donation. I'm sorry, guys. 5,000. I've got a 10,000, now 5,000. 5,000, you'll be in our Founder Society, and you'll also be be able to see Hampton Sides. So 5,000. Is there a 5,000? I've got a 10,000, 5,000. Any 5,000 5,000 donors. 5,000. And Ellen Boozer, it looks like, has donated to our online series sponsor, Founders Society. Thank you, Ellen. 5,000 now. 5,000, please. Any $5,000 sponsors? Any more $5,000 sponsors? Raise your paddle. Remember, it's all tax deductible and goes to a great, great cause. And let's move on then to our $2,500 donation. $2,500 donation. At this level of donation, you'll help support 3 online salons for the coming year. You'll also be recognized as a member of our President's Circle and be invited to special events with artists and scholars throughout the year. In addition, donors tonight will be invited on a private tour of Estella Loretto's, remember Estella from the video, her outdoor sculpture garden and studio to view her recent bronzes, paintings, and jewelry and learn more about her artistry. Or donors at this level will be invited on a private tour of well-known and highly collected artist Lonnie Vigil. And Lonnie was, of course, also on our video. And you'll go to his studio and home in Nambe, Pueblo for a virtual tour and private conversation. So it looks like we've got Patricia Foshi, Barbara Seeley, Elizabeth Yasik, Charlene and Chuck Heil, Marcia Gale have all donated $2,500 for our online series, and thank you very much. Are there others who'd like to donate $2,500 for our support of our 3 online salons? This is an incredibly popular program that we're doing, made even more popular in the time of COVID because people can log in remotely and hear people and see and participate in these great thought-leading discussions. Any other $2,500 donations? Any other $2,500 donations? All right, let's move on then to our $1,000 level of donations. At this level, you'll be supporting 1 online salon for the coming year. And I'm seeing people clicking in right away. I appreciate that. We all do. Donors who give at this level will be also be invited to join Virgil Ortiz from Cochiti Pueblo in a special virtual event to discuss some of his new work created in residence while at the Wrights Ranch Center for Ceramic Arts, the former studio and home of American master ceramist Don Wrights. For those of you who know Virgil's work, my gosh, this is a fabulous opportunity, and we'd love to have as many people, and Virgil would too, I'm sure, participate in this. If you're not already a current member of SAR, this donation also qualifies you for a bandolier membership. So it looks like we have a number of people, another Ann Morton and Michael Brown have also contributed here. Any others at the $1,000 level? Any others at the $1,000 level? Remember, it's all tax deductible. All goes to a great cause, in this case, supporting our online salons. Other donations. Thanks to all of you who contributed to $1,000 level. And now let's move on to the $500 donation. With this level of donation, you'll be helping support our digital platform for running online events throughout the year. And if you're not a current member of SAR, this donation also qualifies you for a Chaco membership. Donors who give $500 will receive a deluxe edition of Voices of the Rainforest, which includes a 150-page color photo book, a Blu-ray disc with stereo track, and the 25th anniversary edition audio CD produced by anthropologist and SAR senior scholar Steve Feld. And by the way, I was told that one of the members of the Grateful Dead also helped produce this. So very please, if you can support us at this 500 level, do. The book and CD will come in a beautiful Bosavi handmade bag. And it looks like we also have, looks like Susan Foote has donated. Susan, good to see your name there, old friend. And hopefully I'll be able to see you soon in Santa Fe. I miss you. Ann Morton also has donated at this level. Any other $500 donations? Any other $500 donations? This is your last chance at the $500 level. We certainly appreciate any help you can give us. Well, moving right on down, then we'll be at the 250. Oh, it looks like we have some more bidders that have contributed. And now we're moving down to the $250 level. Your $250 donation will help support the video recording of our online events. Video recording, of course, will allow us to be able to offer these in the future to anyone who wants to see them and listen to them. And as many of you know, podcasts and these sorts of events are becoming increasingly popular, especially not only in the time of COVID, but just in general. Donors who give $250 will also receive the SAR press book In the Places of the Spirits by David Grant Noble, with a foreword by N. Scott Momaday. This book represents the culmination of David Noble's 40-year career as a fine arts photographer and writer. If you're not a member of SAR, this donation also qualifies you for a Galisteo membership. And it looks like Vincent Piggott has donated here. Thank you, Vincent. We appreciate your support. Are there others who would like to donate at the $250 level? Others? And Bronwyn Poole, thank you, Bronwyn. We appreciate your $250 donation. Are there other people who'd like to donate? We've got plenty of time. All you have to do is click Donate Now. Click Donate Now for a tax-deductible contribution that will help the recording for our video online events. And Patty Crown, hey Patty, boy, it's been a long time. I wish I could see you. And Chip, for those of you who don't know, who are our members who don't know, Patty Crown is an archaeologist at the University of New Mexico, has done a lot of research in Chaco, and she is the person who has recently found the evidence of cacao use in sacred vessels in one of the rooms at Chaco. Imagine that evidence of cacao from Central America showing up in southern New Mexico. Good for you, Patty. Someday I'm going to get out there and have dinner with you and Chip. Her husband, Chip, was a classmate of mine at the University of Michigan, and both have been longtime friends. Others who support our online events, $250 donation. All right, very good. Well, thanks to all of you. And now let's try the $100 donation. As you might expect, there's another, looks like we're getting some more people coming in for helping to support our social media. $100 donation will help us with this. As you might expect, the SAR is turning more and more to social media to get our message out. Your donation of $100 will help support our growing presence on various platforms on the web. And donors who give $100 will also receive a PACUS membership at SAR. And PACUS members enjoy all the basic benefits of an SAR membership for two people: invitations to SAR lectures, talks, colloquia, open houses, opportunities to participate in field trips, salons, and classes, free admission to SAR's Creative Thought Forum lectures, free admission to public tours of the Indian Arts Research Center and our historic campus, a 20% discount on all SAR press publications and SAR merchandise, and get this, loan privileges from the SAR's Catherine McIlvaine Library. So you're getting a lot of bang for the buck here at the $100 level, and we're getting a lot of people. Looks like that they're tracking in. Harriet Christian, Yesenia Garcia, Tom Goralnik. Thank you all for contributing at this level. Are there others who'd like to help us with our social media promotion? It doesn't cost much, but every dollar that we get can go really far with advertising our programs on social media. Rick Allen, thank you so much. Harriet Christian, thank you. Others, and Ronald Dubin, thank you. John Nieto Phillips, thank you very much. Others at the $100 level, I'd like to see a few more if we could. And remember, this is, again, in the digital world, which we're really entering into, these contributions really will matter. Well, any other at the $100 level? Any other at the $100 level? Thank you all who contributed at that level. Let's move on now to the $50 donation. Donors who give $50 will receive an Arroyo Hondo membership at SAR, and you'll enjoy all the basic benefits of a single person member. Keep in mind that it's basically the same membership as you would have given for the $100 donation for the Pecos membership that you get 2 memberships for. This, you get the same things at a single single donor membership. You'll enjoy all the basic benefits. And $50 donations. Kate O'Connell, thank you. Kate O'Donnell, excuse me. Carrie Schleier, Nicholas Seeds, Deborah Carr, thank you all. There are other $50 memberships. Other $50 memberships. I can't think of a way that allows you to participate in all the things that we do at SAR that's a better buy than this $50 membership. Maybe you want to buy a membership for a friend of yours. That's a thought. Always a good idea, always a great gift. Other $50 donations. Kathleen Wall, thank you. Thank you, Kathleen. Other $50 membership in donations, other $50 donations. Are we all through at 50? There's another one, an anonymous donor, thank you. And that person was an online series sponsor, so that's a big one. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now let's go down to the $25 donation. $25 donation. Pledging $25 will go towards the general support for our online programming, and you'll receive this free ebook from SAR Press. The People, Indians of the American Southwest, text and photographs by Stephen Trimble. In The People, Steve Trimble provides an introduction to Native peoples of the Southwest that's really unrivaled in its scope and readability. $25 will get you this. We appreciate any support we can get. Laura Sullivan, Ann Geisinger, Robin Gunn, all have contributed. Thank you all. Thank you all. Robert Peters, it looks like. Thank you. And any other $25 donations? Looks like Laura must have donated a number for anonymous donors where she's bidding for a lot of people, so or donating for a lot of people. Are there any others who'd like to donate $25 to support general online programming? Anyone else? Give it one more minute. One more 5 seconds, since that's what we've got. Well, thank you all who clicked donate tonight. I think that we can say this was a success on our first time out. Thanks again. But wait, there's more. Now for our grand finale, this is the live auction format. And reminder to you, this is the Chaco Canyon glamping trip for 6 people who will be led by Steve Lexon, a $7,500 value, calling this the Center of an Ancient World. 3 days, 2 nights glamping trip to Chaco Canyon. Today, the massive buildings of the ancestral Puebloan people at Chaco still testify to organizational and engineering abilities not seen anywhere else in the American Southwest. If you've never been to Chaco, this trip should be your introduction. I'll never forget my first visit. And ironically, it was with a group of SAR scholars in 1978 when I was in graduate school and I was participating in an SAR advanced seminar. And while I've been back since, that 1978 trip made an impression that has never left me. Simply put, if you're the winner of this, prepare to have your mind blown. Our glamping trip to the canyon that was central to thousands of people between AD 850 and 1250 will include 3 days and 2 unforgettable nights in Chaco with superb food, wine, a campfire, comfortable accommodations, and most importantly, you'll have as your guide Steve Lexon, an archaeologist deeply familiar with Chaco, its people, architecture, and history. This glamping trip will offer you the opportunity to travel in a small group, 6 people minimum. Perhaps some of your own friends and family might want to come along, and to sleep in individual tents. The trip includes 3 lunches, 2 dinners, 2 breakfasts. Steve will lead the hikes, make time for naps, although I bet nobody's going to want to take a nap. Start thought-provoking conversations, share special insights into this national treasure, and more. Keep in mind that this is a group trip. You're not bidding on an individual ticket. So it's for you and some of your buddies. Now, Steve, for those of you who don't know, is a retired professor of anthropology, and he's a former curator at the Museum of Natural History at the University of Colorado in Boulder. He's researched and written extensively on the Southwest and has directed archaeological excavations throughout New Mexico and Colorado. Interests include human geography, built environments, governments, and migrations. He's the author of A History of the Ancient Southwest, an SAR Press publication, and an author of dozens of other books and publications. If you'd like to learn more about Steve's work and maybe get a little preview of what you'll see at Chaco, feel free to look at the YouTube video link on your bidding page. Remember, now you're still on the hand bid page, but this time instead of clicking on a donate button, you'll be actually bidding in live real time. If you want to bid, just click the button that says bid. If you've placed a bid and found that you're outbid by your competition, which I hope you will, simply click on the plus sign and your bid will automatically be increased. It's that easy. Okay, what's the starting bid here? Who's our starting bid here? Oh my heavens, it looks like we have a $13,000 500 starting bid. Who bid 14,000? 14,000. I'm at 13,500. Who bid 14,000? 14,000. I'm at $13,500. 13,000. You know what? If I had the money, frankly, I would be doing this. I joked with the team before the auction, before tonight's event started. Said, "Aren't you sure? Don't you think you need an auctioneer on this trip? Maybe I could, auction meals or something like that." 13,500 is bid. Could we have 14,000 to advance? Is there a $14,000 bid? I'd like 14,000. 13,500. How about 14,000? Any at 13,000? Any $14,000 bidders? 14,000. 14,000. Any 14,000 bidders? Any $14,000 bidders to advance from 13,500? Any other advances? 13,500 once, 13,500 twice, and sold for 13,500 to paddle 102. Now don't go away, because I've got some exciting news. Steve Lexon, we twisted his arm a little bit and we said, "Steve, we think that this might be a pretty exciting event for members. And, what do you think about, would you do more than one trip?" And Steve said, "Well, okay." So he's agreed to do 2 of these events, and we've just sold one for 13,500. I can go right now to Paddle 217, who bid 13,000, if they'd like to do 13,000. 13,000. I'll need an advance to 13,500 for my $13,000 paddle number 217 bid. $13,500. This is an extraordinary opportunity, an extraordinary gift, and extraordinary bids from people who believe in the mission of SAR. 13,000 is bid for camping trip number 2. I'd like 13,500 to increase the bidding. 13,500. 13,000 is bid. Is there an advance to 13,500? 13,500. 13,000 is bid only. 13,500. I'll give it a few more seconds, and we'll close the bidding at 13,000 if I can't get 13,500 to advance. Are we all through and all in at 13,000 with paddle number 217? Once, twice, and sold for $13,000 to paddle number 217. Well, thank you everyone for bidding and raising those virtual paddles during the donation part of tonight's event. It looks like we've had a successful evening. Now I would like to close. As we close, I'd like to invite Michael Brown to join me. Michael?
I'm here. Wes, thanks so much for leading the charge here. We're really excited about the response. I may be calling up those 2 glamping winners to see if they need somebody to carry their backpacks or their luggage or something like that. I'm definitely available. Anyway, maybe the both of us can go. But I'd like to thank everyone who participated in these events. Again, we're looking forward to the day when we can do it in person, but for now, this is what we're doing. And I have to say, if you've been watching our webinars and other related events, we're getting, in some cases, audiences that are 2 or 3 times as big as our in-person one. So the response has been spectacular. The staff at SAR has been amazingly inventive and hardworking, and we're kind of riding the unhappy wave of COVID and doing the best we can and enjoying some success. So that's something I'm just really proud of our staff, and I'm proud of our members who participate in these events and contribute to us, because it's your support that makes SAR possible. So finally, just want to thank Wes Cowan again for doing such a terrific job and being such a reliable and loyal friend of SAR. And I'd like to thank everyone involved with our technical support. So, Wes, was there something you were going to say about the silent auction part of this?
If you were going to sign off before you let me talk, I was going to kill you. Listen,
okay.
All grateful to you for joining. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We're all grateful for you, to all of you, for joining us to celebrate 3 years of creative thought. We hope you'll have enjoyed us the evening in spite of the stumbling, and keep in mind that the silent auction items are still available for bidding for another 8 minutes. So keep bidding, and we'll keep other donation items open for another week following the event in case you change your mind. So with that, Michael, I guess it's over and out. And to all of the great people who've joined us tonight, again, thank you very, very much.
Likewise. Good night.